Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Blake Richards, Shadow Minister for Veterans Affairs, with my colleague Michael Barrett, who has introduced a very important private members bill today, and my other colleagues Alex Ruff and Fraser Tolmie. And we're here to talk today about Canada's brave men and women who join our military and who go overseas and are willing to put their lives on the line and, of course, encounter conditions that most of us can never even imagine. And unfortunately, for too many of them, they come home and their life's never the same. But they face challenges when dealing with the government bureaucracy, with trying to get the benefits and services and help that they need, and they're looking for options that can help them to deal with operational stress injuries and PTSD that they're dealing with, and so one of the ways that many veterans have found is through service dogs. And on service dogs, the data is really, really clear. They do save lives. And the unfortunate part is that right now there is not a set of national standards. Service dogs aren't really provided on a uniform basis to our veterans who need them, and so this is an attempt that we're putting forward to try to force the government into action on this issue. It's something that there was a little bit of movement on a number of years ago under this government, but when things got a little bit difficult, they cut and ran. And what we're trying to do with this bill, and what Michael's trying to do, is to try and create that opportunity. This is something that we had in our election platform in the last election, that we wanted to see service dogs provided for veterans who need them, and ensure that there's a consistent national standard. So this is an effort to try to move that issue forward. This is Conservatives showing leadership on a very important issue to help our veterans. This is an attempt to try to make sure that we move this issue forward, and we're calling on the government to come along with us and make this happen so that our heroes can get the help that they need. And I'll turn now to my colleague Michael to speak a little bit more about his bill.
Thanks very much, Blake, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. To my right, I have three very special visitors on Parliament Hill. In no particular order, I have Cindy Weir, who is a veteran, and she's here with her service dogs. We have Gracie and Ghost. And Gracie, you can see, is a little less animated because she's experienced, and Ghost is doing some on-the-job training. And I want to thank them so much for being here today. And I want to thank Cindy. I want to thank Cindy not just for her service, but also immediately following the 2025 election, I received a request to meet with a member of my constituency. And they wanted to tell me about their program, their belief, their passion for helping the men and women who've served in the Canadian Armed Forces and who've served in the RCMP, who are living with operational stress injuries, who are living with PTSD. And that meeting was with Cindy and with Gracie, and it was to learn about Veterans Elite Canines. And from that meeting, which I enjoyed very much, I made an undertaking to try and advance this really important cause that I know my colleagues who have been on the Veterans Affairs Committee have worked to advance. This is, as MP Richards said, something that's been in the Conservative platform. It's also something that the government has expressed in the past an interest in doing. And so here is the opportunity. A proposition from Conservatives to the government to take action to meaningfully help veterans, to allow for the Minister of Veterans Affairs to provide service dogs as rehabilitation support for our veterans, to establish, in partnership with the provinces and territories, a national standard for service dogs. And it's so important. When I talk to the men and women that I served with, when I talk to the veterans in our caucus, like MP Tolmie and MP Ruff, who are here with me today, when I talk to veterans from across Canada, they're looking for support from the government. And these are the men and women who, as we say in the military, signed the dotted line, and they did so committing to unlimited liability. And what's the government's undertaking to support them when they've put it all on the line for our country, for our freedom, and for our way of life. And they come home, many times changed, and PTSD, operational stress injuries, can occur here on our shores. They can occur overseas, but there's no one-size-fits-all solution for any of our veterans who are living with operational stress injuries or PTSD. But we do know that service dogs, they can fill a real gap in the treatment. And no one-size-fits-all approach should go ahead. And that's why expanding the services available to our veterans is so important. And what Cindy has helped to elevate the conversation. And I think that she's brought two tremendous ambassadors with her today in Gracie and Ghost. And I look forward to conversations with the Minister for Veterans Affairs, with members from all parties, and want to see this get passed. There's so much that we can do for our veterans who've done so much for all of us. And I want to thank everyone for their interest, and thank you for coming here today. Thanks so much.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you.